What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Rating Pending Podcast. I am your host, Victor the Red, and here with me, Carnal,
Hi, everybody.
Solex Base,
Hello.
Modern Mega,
Ah!
and Racknol.
Hey everyone.
For the topic for today's are Battlefield Hardline beta discussion that we might be talking about that. GTA 6 that Rockstar recently basically announced, or they said that they're working on it. And Netflix announces that the Legend of Zelda live-action series it's coming soon. So there's some mixed reactions about that, but
Yeah.
So should we start talking about Legend of Zelda?
Well, we can get GTA out of the way first. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
let's
get
really
get
not-
GTA out of the way
Alright.
because it's the
Yeah.
easiest
Yeah.
topic.
All right, GTA 6. What do you guys think about what's going on with your mind with GTA 6?
literally not excited for it.
I am.
Why not? GTA 5 was a great game.
It was, but again, I've never been too big of a fan of the series. So
Okay, yeah.
if it happens, then okay. If it doesn't, then okay.
You don't give a fuck?
Pretty
I
much.
don't give a flying fuck.
Oh,
But,
really, Victor? Really? You don't?
No, I
Good
do.
to know.
No,
Good
I'm
to
just.
know.
Oh, okay.
No, good to know.
No,
Good to
you're
know.
No, everybody knows now.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows.
But GTA 6, if it got announced, what city you think it's gonna be? I'm hoping for Vice City. It's been a long time I don't touch that
Vice
place.
City.
I
Puerto
hope
Rico.
it's Puerto Rico.
That would be cool. That would be very nice.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
No, think about it. They pick places where crime can be either completely rampant or easily thrown under the rug. Puerto Rico is a perfect place for it.
It's actually true.
And
That's-
it's in their world. We're a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, Vice City would be a good thing.
Yeah, I prefer Vice City and
I'd
like,
love to see
later.
Vice City. That's actually the first GTA game I actually had.
Yep.
I
Dang, I
have
broke
Vice
it.
City Stories,
It's
the
the best
PSP
one. Fucking-
Vice City, I never finished Vice City because, dude, honestly, many
Oh
people
yeah, you
didn't.
told me. You told me.
Yeah,
the
many
fucking
people didn't
helicopter-
finish. Yeah, because it was this part that I finished this one mission and there was
The
nothing
remote
else.
control helicopter.
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta do side missions of it, and it
Oh,
got me
that's-
bored. It really got me bored, and I just stopped. And so basically the next year or the other, it was San Andreas, so I was just waiting for that, and that was pretty much it. But for GTA 6, I'm really hoping for Vice City, even though there's some articles that I heard and seen that they're planning to make a new world, like to go to a different city. That it's not.
Puerto Rico.
That
Little San Juan.
That'll be
Uh,
refreshing.
it will be refreshing. Yet, yeah,
It's
would
a
be refreshing.
gamble.
But also depends how refreshing they're aiming for, because GTA 5 was sort of depressing, not depressing, refreshing. I'm sorry, thinking about another game. Because you had elements of the old games, but it's a much bigger city. It was a lot more expansive, and the details were off the charts. So if they're going for refreshing, if it is a new place, how new are they gonna make it? Are they gonna make it completely different architecture and all, or just a few elements?
In my opinion, a great move they could actually pull is going for a different culture. All the same. I mean, they've shown us already with all the GTA before that how is the culture and the crime in the country of the U.S.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
Liberty City, which is
Uh,
New York.
yeah.
San Andreas, which is
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
and Vice City, which is Miami.
Exactly. It would be very interesting to see a new culture all the same.
Europe. I say Europe.
Europe, Asia.
No, I don't think Asia
It
should
would be
done,
very interesting.
because we
See
already
that.
have a few
Exactly.
GTA Asian games. So we have
Such as
Sleeping
Sleeping
Dogs.
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs and
So, but I think a good
Yakuza.
one would probably Yakuza 2 would probably be Europe, but I want them to stay away from Italy.
That's basically the cradle of.
yeah.
No, which is why they have to stay away from it.
How about Pakistan?
Are you're saying this mostly because it would be an easy shot at it, right?
Yes and no. Yes, because it's an easy shot, but come on, in every GTA game we have someone from the mafia.
Because it's the
Every-
most prominent criminal organization in the world.
Yeah.
It's basically the leading
I
Oh,
know,
essentially,
but
you
we
have to
also
show it.
we have also have had so many GTA games, well, GTA-like games, like Mafia. Like literally,
Yep.
the game is fucking called Mafia, and it's a GTA game, well, GTA-like game about the mafia in the U.S.
Yeah,
So
I
sure, you
understand what
could
you're
do
saying,
Italy,
but
you could do Italy, fine, but
You can do
just
England. You can do
England would be nice.
England,
England,
yeah,
Paris.
I would.
you know what? Give us the Irish mafia. Like we had a taste of it in GTA 4, I think was the
Yeah.
God, what's his name? I remember the character's name. The guy, spoilers, whose sister gets killed because she was trying to date the
Brian?
gangster.
No, no, not Brian.
McBride, wasn't it? No, it's not McBride. No,
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 no.
no, no.
I'm
That
insulting a lot of people.
he's in GTA 5 too in a little Easter egg.
Yeah, yeah. He's mentioned, and so is the. But
Yeah.
aside from the point, like, give us someone Irish. Irish would be refreshing.
exactly like
I like the idea with England. Like that's
it should
a
be, it
lot
should
of
be
crime in
England. I
England.
don't know. It just fits. It actually like it fits for a GTA universe, a new GTA universe. Uh, but for other places, Russia doesn't seem like it. It would
That'll
be
be interesting.
it would be
Oh,
interesting
okay.
in a mission if you know like
Yeah, but it
oh
wouldn't be like it wouldn't just
yeah
fit.
open like be open and
So what
stuff.
you guys want is just to Rockstar expand the GTA world.
Yeah.
Show us something that isn't Americana.
Okay.
Yeah, because we've had like non-American main characters. Why can't we have a non-American?
Setting.
You can have Canada, even Canada
Mexico.
too.
What the fuck
Dude,
wants to have a GTA
dude.
in Canada?
GTA 5, no GTA 6, Canada, eh?
Canada.
Sorry.
Hello, Felipe. We need you.
Even if they
steal
stereotype
their
that Canada,
molasses.
if they stereotype that Canada is really nice, well, it would be
It is
cool.
nice.
No, I'm just saying the stereotypical thing, like oh, Canada is like I know it is, but like
Like,
I'm
what if-
telling,
no,
like
no, no, no.
if you put that Rockstar touch in it, like some guy just gets there for vacation, he just fucks up, and you know Canada's
No, no, no,
Canada's
no, no,
gone
no.
to
What
No,
shit.
if-
I just
what if-
imagine the fucking 5-star wanted level.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Um,
You know how that would be
Ultimate
cool.
come
You know how you know how that would be cool. Like the main character arrives and he starts making crime, but he notices that they don't show it in the news or anything, and then he just like literally asks, like have an American main character being like with this huge Canadian stereotype in his head, and just come up and say, why are none of the crimes being reported on the news? And it's because this is Canada. We
Exactly,
don't talk about
you,
crime.
and
Like
you
we
do
have crime,
know
we just
that,
don't talk about it.
and you do know that freaking Rockstar like actually
that
parodies
shit.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would totally
Yeah.
do that. They
Uh,
would totally do that.
Something that would be very interesting. I know this is basically the place where all many people go to when they think, oh, a new region. If they really want to push it further, something very interesting would be to go with Japan. You could actually, they could actually try to make the entire city or the island or sections of it, and that would really push the game much further because not just one city but various cities in a country.
Yeah,
Or again, this is one thing that Rockstar said not so long ago. Rockstar is hoping to basically unite all three cities in one game.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
What
Yeah.
if we get like the crew from GTA 5 having to work with all of the past crews?
Oh, you mean Ninko?
I would love to see
That would be amazing.
like Trevor and Nico Bellic working together.
that would be fucking chaos?
That
yeah.
would be fucking amazing.
GG.
Like have Trevor and Nico
Whatever
meet up.
happened to Tom
and then have-
Vercetti?
Whatever happened to him.
Yeah, he just like got that Scarface mansion and you know, fuck it all. Game ends. That's it.
Hey, maybe if they do the next game in Vice City, we can see him again.
I hope
You know
so.
what would be a good American place to do a GTA game?
San
Texas.
Francisco.
Texas.
Why Texas?
If anyone has a gun, the civilians will shoot you down.
Exactly.
Which is exactly
That's hard. That's hardcore mode.
Dark Souls
Exa-
GTA.
I don't see it. I see like more San Andreas.
No, because think about it. Think about
I
it.
mean,
think about it.
San
Like,
Francisco.
no. Like, listen to me. So we got New Mexico close to us. We are right on the Mexican border. Do you know how many border missions you could do?
That's true.
Literally, like
Yeah,
there's so much
that-
crime.
That would be a game changer.
capabilities. You have so many capabilities for crimes in Texas. You
But
could
they
have
get
a
called
Mexican main character in a
For the
much better
cartel.
way.
See now,
You know,
Think about it.
I
well,
am thinking
sound
about it. I'm
bad
also
right
but
thinking
now.
it'd be a
Like I'm
there,
thinking
terrible
about it now,
idea.
and it doesn't
you know,
sound.
it sounds great, but there's some missions in GTA 5 that are like border patrols and it's just like
No,
side
no, no, no,
missions.
no. Yeah, but you don't stay there. Like have the guy literally have to move from Texas to New Mexico. Like not to New Mexico, to Mexico. They literally go over the border and do missions in Mexico for a while, then come back. You know how they do in GTA 5 with Trevor being in a shit
Yeah,
area
yeah, yeah.
of the
It's a
map and then having the others in
side
the area.
mission. Side mission. Yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah.
which one you're talking about.
Well, like that, but you literally have to be in Mexico.
I guess like you're like a cartel member or something.
Yeah.
Or they could show us the life of a criminal in Gotham.
Fuck off.
Or yeah,
Gotham.
what about a possible female lead? Now
That
that
would
we
be
see
interesting.
now that we saw everything
Oh, that's
male,
pushing it.
That's gonna be pushing it. You don't know why?
why?
Oh my god, GTA 6 has a female lead.
Please don't.
Gosh,
No.
she's getting
No,
shot at.
No, no,
No.
stop! Oh, stop!
Shut the
No.
hell up.
Moving on,
You
moving
see
on.
people, the main character get killed on purpose.
Nah,
my God.
yeah, you're getting dialed. You're getting dialed.
Stop!
And stop it.
I'll
Yeah,
stop, I'll stop, I'll stop, I'll stop, I'll stop.
You're getting
Please.
Well,
dialed.
point is, it's like I would personally wouldn't be bothered by it, but it is a huge threat for shit
pushing
storming
it.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
All right.
My ideas is like there's a Game Boy Advance, I think DS too. The Chinatown Wars.
Yeah.
It had a
Yeah.
good concept, but it was like an overview GTA.
Nigga, it's a freaking DS game. What do you
No,
expect?
no. I'm surprised you say overview, but you don't seem to acknowledge GTA 1 and 2.
I know it's like that, but they should do like a normal version GTA with that type of story. Like Chinatown in San Francisco.
You mean Sleeping Dogs and Yakuza?
Yeah.
That's not Sleeping Dogs, because Sleeping Dogs is in fucking...
You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? You have an Asian character in an Asian setting.
But it's not an Asian setting, it's gonna be in San Francisco.
Basically, Sleeping Dogs was just true crime, if you call it. But
Yeah.
It was. I was gonna call it True Crime, but then they lost the IP and then they called it Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah. So, Battlefield Hardline beta. Have you guys played it? Who
I
played
played-
it?
I was actually playing it a few hours ago.
I've been playing it. It's not that bad.
It's,
I've been watching gameplay.
I like it. I like it somewhat. I like it. I can say honestly, I've talked to you guys about this, but I'm a beast with the sniper. I fucking love the sniper. But it's actually
You're a pussy.
I'm a pussy. But the game, I don't know. There's some game modes that actually feels weird. I know that
Yeah,
Evan is gonna say something right now. Evan's
I
gonna say-
actually have a lot to say about the game modes. Conquest is Conquest. That never changed. The two new game modes that they gave us were Hotwire and Heist. First, I'm going to start with the good one, the one I liked, Heist. I played it. The objective is to enter a vault, steal the cash. There are two sets, two pieces of cash, two different locations. There are three different options, but only two of them appear at a time. At the idea of the game mode is really interesting. It's actually fun, but I think that they could have made better.
Yeah.
When you play it for the first time, it's really fun. It's really interesting. But when you think about it, you realize that they really could have pushed much further. When you give the cash to the helicopter at the end of the mission, you would expect that there's more. You know, you have to escape from the cops. No, it really just ends there. Not only that, but the way the game mode starts is with the criminals in one side of the map and the cops on the other one. Both are the same distance from the objective, mostly. And when the game starts, they all start running. And it's basically a race against who gets there first.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of wrong because the whole idea of a heist is criminals start shooting up, the police have to arrive there first. They don't know this is going down. and it's weird the way they made it. Um,
I don't find the teams are well balanced in that game mode though.
that's really depending. That maybe
Like
you
if
just
you
suck.
have like no. I was with a cop team, and if you have all good players in the cops side, the criminals will lose every fucking time.
Well, that's
Doesn't matter.
basically how games are. If you
Doesn't
have all
matter
the good
if the
players in one team,
robbers have
they'll
the
win.
best players in
Yeah,
battle.
but
they're gonna lose.
you know,
The
there's
robbers
not.
have tickets. We have infinite tickets.
Yeah, but there's. It's not that. It's not about the good players. It's actually, yeah. It's not about the balancing though. I actually
Yeah.
isn't like. You can't.
Isn't
You
isn't
cannot.
that more of a matchmaking?
Yeah, it's more of a
situation?
matchmaking stuff.
The thing about Heist, the game is good. It's fun. But the idea of it being a heist, it kind of gets lost.
No,
Because
it's not.
when you start playing, it
It's fun.
feels like you're just getting something and bringing it somewhere else.
The thing is, sorry that I interrupt you,
No,
Evan.
it's okay.
About that, about heist, we might be talking about it's the beta, of course, but since we're giving first impressions about it, um, we know that a lot of people who played already in that map, that frigging whatchamacallit, that city hall, if you call it,
Mhm.
if you played that map so many times and you got good players on your team, that game will end in under 5 minutes.
Yep.
It won't take you that
Exactly.
much. But who knows? Maybe the other maps will be, you know, a little.
What they should do is
time-taking.
change like the objectives. Like sometimes the drop points in other plays, not in the
Yeah,
same
but that's
plays.
the thing. Changing
Or,
something isn't all that great. What they should do is what they do with Rush. When you finish the objective of retrieving the cache and leaving it at a drop
Yeah, you
point,
need to escape.
you should go to the escape. And at that, you could really go for a really hardcore set.
But they're not gonna do that. The game
But-
is already done.
Exactly, that's the problem. I
When you
feel
see
that they
what's in the
could have
beta,
pushed
that's
better,
what's
but
gonna
they
be in the game.
didn't. They just left it there, and they said, "Well, it's okay. Let's leave it here." I think that they could have gone much better with the ending of that game mode. The other game mode I really want to talk about is Hotwire.
Yep. That's one. Of my
This one is the one I really did not like. I didn't like Hotwire. Why? I like shooters, but I like strategic shooters. When you play Battlefield, sometimes it feels like chaos. Actually, most of the time it feels like chaos. But when you're with friends or when you have a good team, it actually feels organized. Squads are doing things.
Yep.
Players are shooting, covering others. They're actually dropping ammo. We all know how much that sucks. And it feels like you're in an army. When you're playing Hotwire, it really just feels like a soup of stupidity and constant adrenaline.
Agreed.
It's Call of
All
Duty.
the
with
pla-
a map.
exactly.
Depends
all
on
the
who
players
are you
are
playing with.
No, really. It just sucks. If you're with friends, yeah, it'll feel great. But what game does not feel great when you're playing with friends? You can even play Game Boy
Dark
games
Souls.
that aren't that great with friends. Dark Souls is a single-player game, and you can play them in a couch with friends, and you will have a blast. We actually have. The thing is, this game was very. I mean, it was just bad for me. Because I like feeling like things are going to be strategic, and it wasn't. Everyone was just getting in a car, going somewhere, and they were just doing loops in the same place. And it's really just a race to get to the car first and keep it alive. That's basically how you summarize the game mode.
Yeah.
I really disliked this idea. I mean, one,
Remember,
the map
it's not a
they
military
used
shooter anymore.
they used the conquest map. Let's start with that. It's big. Yeah, it is. It's not that big. It's not big enough for a car chase. It really isn't. You're driving around, and what people most do is, okay, I'm going to find this street, and until the ending of the street, I'm going to turn left. And they just keep going around in a circle. Eventually, someone's going to come up with a grenade launcher and blow the car to hell. That's really all the game mode is. Some people are chasing cars, some people are not. It's just a chaos. It doesn't feel like a Battlefield. It feels like a Call of Duty with cars. I really did not like it at all. Heist, I give it a thumbs up. If I were to rate it from 10, I would give it a 6 with a parenthesis that says add more. It could be better. Hotwire, I give it a 3. I really
And
just give it a 3.
We
No.
are aware this is a beta. Don't worry. We are aware it's a beta.
Like we're just criticizing
We're
what's
just
available right now.
What's available
Yeah.
right now, exactly.
No,
but
but the beta what beta stands for is they already
But-
have the content. What's in the beta already, that's what you're gonna see in the game. Shit.
But it's not that they're not going to change shit. It's just
No,
that
they're
the
not.
amount
They're
they're going to
not.
change. The amount they're going to change is minor.
Exactly.
Because come
The
on,
thing is,
we've had games that have betas, and they do change a lot from the betas.
yeah, but this is the thing. Game-wise, gameplay-wise, things like game modes, which are pretty huge things, will not change from the beta to the main product unless the beta is very early access. This is a public beta. This is for patching and clearing up bugs.
Yeah.
They're not gonna really change something as big as a game mode that I felt could have been much better. The other thing I'm gonna say about the game is I tested out every single class because
Right.
it's a beta. One should really test out every single one of the classes. Sniper rifle, Victor with me. We're
Yeah.
both sharpshooters. That thing is a beauty.
Yeah, that
It is a
actually,
jewel.
I don't know if you guys actually improved. You wanted to improve the marksman class for this game for next Battlefield. You're doing a good job because it's really,
Yep.
it's a really good class.
Yeah, definitely.
But if keep going, Evan.
Okay, now things I loved. Every class has their own set of weapons, as they always have. Carbines, assault rifles. Twist, the enforcer, which would be the guy that drops ammo, now has a shotgun instead of a light machine gun. It seems dumbed down, but when I started to think about it, it's actually correct because you don't see cops carrying light machine guns.
Nope.
Right.
You see them carrying shotguns.
It would be very. It would be military police, if anything.
Yeah, I mean that's a military-grade weapon. You're not gonna see it in either one. I'm actually surprised the criminals did not have light machine guns. That would be nice. Just saying.
Yeah, but it would have been kind of
They're
like.
pickup.
Because
they're pickups.
light machine guns are actually available as civilian weapons. Not the heavy ones, but there are light machine gun models that are.
Yeah.
The
The stun gun. I actually love the stun gun.
I actually have not bought it. I have to buy that
You should
thing.
before it ends
It's fun.
today.
Yeah, I
Before it
know,
ends today.
I
We're
know.
recording on Sunday, by the way.
Yeah.
And because we were supposed to record on Friday, so we can put this on Saturday, but we were all tired, and we postponed this to Sunday because last night I was in a concert. So, yeah. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Okay. What I want to continue talking about is about the secondary weaponry.
Right.
Okay, there are certain pistols. So each class has a certain kind of pistol. They kind of wanted to play with the sidearms. I can see why. The sharpshooter now has the automatic pistol, the automatic secondary weapons,
But I
which
changed that to
is
single fire, so.
which is very interesting. I am not a huge fan of automatic secondaries. I've always been a guy that either give me a gun with a semi-auto option, or just give me a single fire revolver.
They're all single-
I am the guy that likes that kind of. I like precision over
The gun?
rapid fire.
The
You're
gun they
old-fashioned.
gave you, the gun they gave you for marksman, the marksman class, that automatic
G18.
G18, you
Yeah.
can change that to single fire.
Yes. Any
Yeah, but
automatic.
it
pistol.
loses firepower, which is why I was like, But
Yeah.
I get why they did it. The sharpshooter class has always been very weak close quarters. I mean, once they get close, you've got a gun that shoots one bullet. They got a gun that shoots like 16.
Yeah,
You're
true.
not usually gonna make it out unless you shoot for the head, and most people do not.
But I have to say,
I
marksman,
can see-
it's amazing. Yeah.
Why they're better, much efficient for the sharpshooter class. But I do not like the fact that I cannot change it. I have to stick with that weapon.
Yeah. And so overall, before we go to the Legend of Zelda thing, would you buy the game on launch?
Overall,
I
I
will,
say buy the game with friends. If you have friends that are gonna play it, get it. But as a standalone for yourself, if you like the chaos, go for it. If you're like me and you really like being strategic with the game and all that,
Stay with the other
this
one.
game is not gonna be all that great. Just keep playing Battlefield 4. I'm sure a lot of people will stick with you.
All right. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not gonna buy it now because I don't have a current gen console, and I played the beta on the 360, and it looks horrible. It looks like I'm playing a PS2 game. Even
I'm probably
Battlefield,
gonna buy it.
even Battlefield 4 on 360 looks horrible. But yeah, I'll buy it when that game comes out, like on Well, when I get the current gen console. But yeah. Uh, so yeah, for the last topic, Netflix announces they're going to do a Legend of Zelda live action series.
I have so many mixed feelings with
Yeah, I got
this.
so many mixed feelings. In a positive way, first, I have to
Yeah,
say
And then,
Netflix
mostly.
has the
yeah.
best. Netflix has the best original series ever. I don't know, even
Yep.
even anime.
That is definitely true. Marco Polo. Has
Marco
anyone
Polo.
seen that? Has anyone seen that series?
Haven't seen it.
No.
I
No. Okay.
only seen what you may call it, House of
Orange is the New
Cards, Orange
Black.
is the New
Okay.
Black, Knights of.
The way I describe Marco Polo is kind of like a Game of Thrones kind of series. It's very much conversation drama, the state of things. There are not as many deaths yet. I want to add that. It's very interesting. The story is very, very refreshing. It's historically based on the traveler Marco Polo, and I really liked it. I saw it with my dad, and it was very good. It was very good. It was a great series. The reason I have mixed feelings about Netflix doing this is not mostly about Netflix per se, but the history of video games becoming series or movies. They don't tend to do that great. They really don't. And
Excuse me, Evan.
usually when they
Oh no!
succeed,
Don't fucking bring that.
usually when they succeed, it's because the game they moved was close to reality. It was a shooter, was a like Hitman basically. They're not fantasy games most of the time, and when they are fantasy games, they kind of do play around with the stories a lot. Prince of Persia is my main and will always be my main target of disapproval.
My only
Well, it's not
issue
that
with
bad.
the
It was not bad as a movie. As an adaptation of a game, it was horrible.
my only issue with making it a series is the fact they want to make it slightly similar to what Game of Thrones is right now, and I just feel they might just change the whole formula just for the sake of the show.
I think it's just going to
What-
become a much
what-
darker Legend of Zelda.
But what would you rather pick? Netflix doing a live action series, or give the rights to do shows for Disney?
No.
Netflix.
No.
Leave it with
Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay.
I
Okay,
really,
okay.
really want to leave it with Netflix.
Okay, here's the issue with this. Here's the issue. Netflix can keep it, but somehow I just feel Zelda would be something that would be way better not being in live action. There are only so many things that you can do live action wise, especially for something that's not really a channel per se. We're talking about, people. Yes, people do use it, but is the budget enough to recreate enough places?
Right.
That
You
is
know,
true.
But did
That
they
is
say
true.
they were gonna do a live action one?
It's
or-
a live it's a
But it's
live action Zelda.
and supposedly I was reading, and supposedly I heard that it's gonna be a female Link or something.
What?
And they just got
That
shit.
I don't know. Again,
That
don't
lost
don't
me.
take
Okay,
my word
okay.
for it, but it's something that I read.
I really hope you're wrong.
It's
I
already
really
swinging down the pole. Okay. Other concern I had is the only time The Legend of Zelda has actually been in a series, TV, movie, or otherwise has been the animated series.
Let's not go there.
No, we have
Wait,
to go
depends.
there.
Depends.
You have
Which
to.
one of the two are you talking about?
Excuse me, princess.
Oh, that's a funny one though.
But
It's a funny one, but it's not a good one.
Like okay, it wasn't good because it just stirred right off from what the series was supposed to be.
Steered? It literally drove off a cliff.
It drove off. It was still hilarious as shit for many things.
It was hilarious, but it wasn't in a good way. I mean,
They were
I
trying
just-
to be good, but it was
I am a
bad.
fan of the Legend of Zelda series. I started gaming with Legend of Zelda's Link to the Past. There's nothing that would hurt me more than seeing it become another Excuse Me Princess. I mean, I know Netflix won't go that far. I know they'll keep it pretty serious. But what I'm worried is that they won't keep true to what I feel and many of the fans feel is the Legend of Zelda. Not only that, but have you people seen the the timeline or how the world actually interacts with each other? Legend of Zelda isn't exactly the most orderly world.
But that's
in
just
game.
it though. That's just it because
They can play around, definitely. They'll be
Yes,
able to play
and
around a lot with that, but that's kind of where the risk is. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
there's a lot of things that could go right. Because quite
Definitely.
frankly, lately the timeline has just been a repetitive thing.
Again, now that you mention timeline, there's a lot of people who are gonna get pissed. Like what timeline you're gonna do? What
That
exactly? What
is
do
the
you think?
big
Yeah,
You know,
question.
that is
you know,
the
you know,
big.
you know what? I am completely okay if they just don't touch a timeline, but keep elements of it inside the show. Like don't pick something specific. Just make something that can seem fitting for the timeline.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What I think they should do is just a miniseries. Like that's
Yeah,
happening a lot in
I don't think they should do a
shows
miniseries
that
due to
they
the
do a
fact that the
miniseries and it
Legend of
gets
Zelda
good.
world is so massive that it should probably be a big series to fill what the game actually is. The story is what makes the Legend of Zelda interesting for everyone. I mean, the gameplay is awesome. It's fun. The puzzles are interesting, but puzzles in a series won't be all that. I
But
mean,
live
people will
action,
be there
that's
for the story.
but live action that all that stuff that you just mentioned, sometimes that can't happen, or it's gonna be slightly harder to do.
Look,
It's
it
gonna
is
be
going to be
harder, but
harder, but
honestly,
if they
think
do
about
it
it.
right, it's going to be the greatest thing ever.
Think about it. There has not,
Well,
in my
don't get me
opinion,
wrong,
there
it
has not
is.
been a game that has as many details in things like dungeons and things like and other themes like The Legend of Zelda that has been made into live action series or otherwise. I mean, let's go with series that have been made into live action. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Okay, they put elements of the puzzles and all of that in the movie. That was interesting. That was fun. They put the shooting. Okay, those are things that are easier to put than a fantasy genre game.
Yeah.
You literally have so many things, fairies, all that, creatures,
You just have a lot of lore
the
to deal with.
monsters, the alternate world. If they actually go that way, there's gonna be a lot that they're gonna have to work with. And I'm actually hoping and I'm rooting for Netflix, but as a fan, I'm actually worried about this.
Yeah. All right. Netflix. Netflix original series are just amazing, but taking. That's one thing now. This is not. I don't think this is not an original series. This is something like from an IP from
So
other.
they're
From
partners with Nintendo.
not partners. I can't say partners because they can actually buy the license for a live action series for this esque company. But then again, you know what? In the end, I trust Netflix. I'm giving everything to Netflix. Let's see how they do. But Netflix should acknowledge that it's a gamble what you're doing. If you
Yeah.
don't satisfy the
They're
consumers,
going to lose
which
a
is
lot.
yeah, they're gonna lose a lot.
They
And
haven't let us down yet with their shows, so
yeah, they
Yeah,
haven't. They
yeah,
I'm
haven't.
gonna
I
give
think
them a
that's the problem.
chance.
No, I think that's the problem. They haven't let us down yet. So,
We're all hoping for the best, and we're not thinking about what could happen.
Well, we
yeah.
are
I'm,
thinking
I'm,
what could
I'm already
happen,
clear
but
about what can happen.
Oh,
No.
yeah, but
They could completely and utterly mess it up. Yeah, we're clear on that, but they're looking at it the right way. They're not just messing it up. They're literally destroying any opportunity for a successful Legend of Zelda series for a good while.
that is
Yeah.
I
true.
just thought of something that could have its own series, but sadly, it hasn't been
It's
given the
what?
Now,
emphasis.
now this is the
What?
big question. It's not a really.
Wait,
It's a really big question. Well, it is, but it depends how people take it. But there's a really simple question before we ended. Uh, should Link talk? There you go.
Yes.
no,
Hmm.
Yes.
no, no,
No,
no. Okay,
no.
okay,
Yes, but minimal dialogue.
exactly.
Something that would be interesting, and that I've actually been thinking about, they could add or implement to the games, is if they're gonna keep him silent, at least, at
Give us
Give
a
us a
reason.
reason
least,
why.
no, make him a mute. Just go full. If you're not
That's
going
that's
halfway,
giving
and
a
if you're not
reason.
if
That's
you're not
literally
going
giving us a
halfway
reason.
or you're not going or you're gonna stay mediocre, just jump into the pit. Make him a mute. Talk with hand gestures.
Well, that would it would actually kick in a
see that.
comedy, but again,
I think that would be too much. I think that would be too
it's a
much.
50
How about subtitles? Like, he's not talking, but the fucking subtitles come in.
No, it's
Wow, with the
No,
classic
how, wait,
sound.
how does
horrible. I
that
don't
work?
know.
How does that work?
I don't know. That would be horrible. I don't know.
Well, in the games,
That's
he.
called it's
Well,
called breaking the
it's a
fourth wall.
game, dude. It's a game, exactly.
What about
no.
it? Like, as long as they don't give him telepathy, we're good.
Oh, that would be horrible. I'd kill them. I
He's
would
just
literally
staring at
go
the
down.
guy and. Oh, okay, it's over there.
But then again, I really don't know.
That would be
If
What?
Netflix actually does this, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm looking forward to it to see how it goes. But again, if you don't do it right, a lot of people get pissed, and I don't see season 2 unless you really don't give a
I'll
crap
see
because of the
episode.
subscriptions. But then again, yeah,
Oh, let's see if
Okay,
there's
Vic,
episode 2. If it works out for
Victor,
them.
yeah.
before you close this down, how far are we, like, time-wise right now?
We're already touching 40 minutes.
Give
already-
me 5 minutes. Give me 3 minutes.
3 minutes, all right? You got 3 minutes.
Okay.
Hurry up, I gotta pee.
There is one Nintendo series I could see being a successful live-action series.
Don't say Mario.
Okay.
Don't say Mario.
I say Metroid.
Metroid. Thank you.
Metroid.
That would definitely be amazing.
I had that on my mind. Like,
Metroid.
why Zelda, not Metroid? Metroid would have been amazing.
You take the Metroid series,
Metroid not bad.
give it, like, constructing the insights. Like, if you take, for example, if you take the Prime Hunters maps, which were actually, it doesn't seem as hard to make into a set, and
Yeah.
just give it the whole bounty hunter feel, you're basically done.
Yeah.
It's been done before, but you're still using a Nintendo title to bring up the hype.
Yeah, definitely.
And
And they can actually expand on the world because the Metroid world hasn't really been touched all that, even in the video games.
it hasn't been touched in years. Period. Like not even you never really get to learn much about
What
it.
was the last game from Metroid that it's not Other M? I don't see that exist. I don't know. I don't like Other M.
Other than the main Prime series.
Yeah, 3. Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah, that was about it. Then they made Hunters for handhelds, and that was about it.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
it. That's
Other M.
it was
no.
died.
But
So,
yeah.
you know,
Alright,
Other
go
M,
ahead, yeah.
Other M wasn't as bad as many people put it. Yes, it wasn't. It didn't have the Metroid feel of Samus just being by herself. But at least they tried to try and implement something new into the game. Really.
Yeah. Metroid, I see it like a Netflix series. Yeah, I totally
I can see
it.
that.
But Legend of Zelda, let's see how it goes. A lot of people, when I told this to my friends, a lot of people were actually like, no, I don't see it. What timeline they're gonna use or what they're gonna do. And I know a friend that she loves Legend of Zelda way too much. And if she doesn't see the time, if she doesn't see that it is going, she's gonna criticize it up this ass. Like, she will really go on a rampage with that show. But then again, let's see how Netflix does it.
What about if it's a boy? Like, Boy Link.
You know how it should be.
It's
Young
how it
Link.
should be.
Yes.
But then again, I don't know.
Like a 14-year-old Link.
I'm saying they're gonna make him a kid, because then they can't go that dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should go for the mature Link.
A
Very
Twilight
much
Princess Link.
enjoy if they went for the stories of Majora's Mask and Link to the Past.
Yeah. So yeah, for Netflix, I hope you do it well, because you got a lot of people like looking up. They're looking up for this. Let's see how you do it. Let's end this. So yeah, thank you for watching the rating and listening the Rating Pending Show. I was your host Victor the Red, signing off.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.